The power of social media. Think about this for a second. Until the internet came along, how did we communicate with our leaders, right? We would make phone calls or we would send letters. Now with the advent of social media, we can instantaneously send messages to those that represent us and our districts, whether it be on a local, state, or national basis. It is a gift to all citizens that we can directly communicate with those that are in our government. I know a lot of people are not fans of social media, and I totally get it. There's a lot of bad on social media. But there's a lot of good that it can do for every single American who chooses to hold their leadership accountable. It is the superhighway of information. And in my opinion, we all should be using it because we need to do a better job as citizens of the United States of America, and this obviously is to Americans, to hold our leadership accountable. We haven't done that. This is why they've been running amok for decades and decades. There's been no checks and balances, really. Well, now we have it. We have this massive tool that we can pick out an individual that says something or does something that we don't agree with or we don't believe in, and we can send a message as a group, and then all of those who believe in that message can participate in that message. It is a massive checks and balance that all Americans should be using. You see, for so long, the news media has controlled the narrative. The crooked news media, the bought and paid for propagandists, as we are now seeing, are falling apart because the American people now have this amazing opportunity through social media to call these people out. I know a lot of people in my parents' generation that do not use social media. I know a lot of young people that don't use social media either. It is vitally important for every single American to voice their opinion and their frustration and their disapproval when our leaders do not do what we feel they should do. Now, of course, in any situation, we're going to have agree and disagree. But that's what this country is all about, is it not? Everyone has the right to their own opinion. I encourage that. I would defend that freedom. That's why we're the greatest country in the world. But we, as the citizens, have to do a better job in making all of those that go to Washington who are not representing us and putting our lives as a priority. They're taking and only working on their lives, and they've made millions and millions of dollars. This is why we must pass term limits, and we must do a better job of policing them and calling them out when they are not getting done what the constituency as a whole wants them to get done. If you don't know how to use social media, get with somebody who does, because we all have a voice. If we want our country to be prosperous, we all have to have our voice heard. And the easiest and best way to do that is through this mighty thing on the internet called social media. It's not complicated. Get with somebody and let these leaders in Washington know we're watching, and we're going to call them out and make them accountable. Period.